to AzureDirect.com, your place to start with an Azure proof of concept that will be the foundation of your foray into the cloud. Here at Azure Direct, we start your cloud journey with a small foundational experience that you can test and develop into your ultimate goal. We start small and introduce you to proof of concepts that will work across different industries. We look forward to taking a measured approach and achieving your goal to evolve and take advantage of the latest technologies available.
Azure Monitor, we can go to all this. You go to the all services, and I'm going to make sure I'm always on all when you're doing this, and then you go monitor. Okay, so this is good. This is always something that you should basically be using at any time. And basically, we're going to hit on explore metrics, and then what that does, you basically can then select, and we can select demo lab VM1. We can apply, and what that's going to do is it's going to ask us what we want to look at, right? So I always kind of do percentage CPU, right? And inside of this is what's going to show you what are your metrics, right, behind the VM, the virtual machine that you're working on, what's being used, right, and what is what resources. So you can always kind of monitor that. It's really kind of cool stuff. You can also go back to monitor overview. You can search logs. You can set up alerts and actions. So that's kind of cool too. And then let me show you this last one here before we kind of wind down. It's the cost management. Okay, I have this on my own subscriptions. So you can do billing scopes, you can do cost management. You can actually set, it'll analyze cloud costs, monitor with budgets. That's what I normally do. I'll manage with budget. So I set $200, $500, $1,000, or $2,000 depending on what I'm doing and what my application is, right? So so that's pretty much it for today. Let me go ahead and get back to my video. So first and foremost, thank you very much for coming. I did one misstep that's PowerShell, pain in the butt, right? But hopefully this was a good use of your time to show you, the tour of Azure. Next, to show you how to deploy, this type of environment, right? Oh, congratulations, Glenn. I appreciate you getting in. So it shows you the environment and shows you what you can do. Now, I would say that, if you're thinking about Azure, maybe, if you're thinking about Azure, one of the things you should maybe do is contact your account manager at MicroH to talk to them about that. And remember, my guidance to you and what I've seen with the majority of partners is proof of concept first, right? Let's prove it out. Let's test dev some stuff. Let's look at maybe reserved instance so that it's based on just a few, different, instances of workloads. That's what I meant by that. But MicroH has the great partner in Synex as well. So Synex is very tied to Microsoft as far as resources and getting people to help with architectural design. And that's where your kind of first step is. It's okay, let's do a POC, so you get that in your head. And then next is, let's go ahead and do an architectural design or an assessment inside of your environment. One of the tools that MicroH has is actually, it's called an Azure, it's called Azure Migrate tool. And what that does is it actually will take an Azure bot, right? And you basically install it, and what it's going to do, it's going to monitor all of your resources. And this is for the folks that said that you're thinking about migrating. So what it does, it goes in there and basically just runs a report. Okay, it's from Microsoft. It's just not a third party, that you're worried about security. And it's going to run a report, and it's basically at the end of the report, it's going to say, hey, this is what we see should stay on-prem, and this is what we see as an opportunity to move to the cloud. Okay, and basically kind of takes away a lot of the guesswork, and also then finishes the report with what type of resources would you need to get to the cloud, which is one of the biggest problems and issues with moving anything to the cloud is like, well, how much do I get? How much do I spend? How much do I commit to? So that is a great tool. And I think the majority of successful deployments uses either that tool or some other third-party vendor, right? A monitoring type of tool. However, this one is really fantastic.
Welcome to AzureDirect.com, your place to start with an Azure proof of concept that will be the foundation of your foray into the cloud. Here at Azure Direct, we start your cloud journey with a small foundational experience that you can test and develop into your ultimate goal. We start small and introduce you to proof of concepts that will work across different industries. We look forward to taking a measured approach and achieving your goal to evolve and take advantage of the latest technologies available.